All right, traders, this is Blake Morrow. Paul Franco should be here. Paul, you around? Okay. I don't know where Paul is, but he should be here in a moment. Let's see. Gold, by the way, is making a bit of a move ahead of the NFP. Gold spiking up. We're looking for 170,000, 180,000 jobs, right? Um, we're about 2 minutes out. Paul, you around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, and we're looking for 4.8% on unemployment. And we'll also have trade balance numbers coming out too. But uh, hey, guess what I'm watching?
Gold. It just gets up to just above the 22. There was actually hit a resistance right there at 22. It's like
Yeah.
22.80 and just backed off. Now we backed off $4. So that was a really cute little gain that gold did. But that's like I told you earlier. We've worked off that oversold. That's why, like, and look how much is fading. That's why a bounce. It was okay for a bounce. Now it really took advantage of. I mean, if anyone was right in front of the screens, and that's all the trade was gold. Wow, they caught a nice little opportunity. I didn't even see it until it was actually going sub 20 because I wasn't looking for something to do something right, 10 minutes before NFP. But they're just, knocking it about because we've worked off that oversold area.
Yeah, I think it's just a little position squaring ahead of the number.
Well, I think some people got knocked out. That's what happened. Anyone who was short and put their stops above there and got clipped out and got nervous.
And remember, guys, this is the last day before a long weekend. The liquidity is still very poor.
Wow, we just went up to 23, back up to gold. Wow, just rallied $7.
Wow, look at the dollar yen. It's fallen aggressively. Whoa,
Let's see what this number comes out.
man, they just hit the dollar hard.
Mm-hmm. Gold just went up $7. Wow, out of nowhere.
No liquidity. Dollar
There you
yen just
go.
was down in the 20s and
I
back.
have no idea. Here comes it. 151. 151.
Okay, 151. So it's a weak number.
Mm-hmm. Euro 1245 is at 50%. I told you about 1330 in gold.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let's
Where's the
see.
euro? This is going to be a weak number, so you're going to see some
Anything
dollar
on
weakness.
1255 to 1273 is going to be good if you can get it here, the euro. I like it.
I don't know if I
See if we
would
can
want to
get
sell that. Look
the
at the dollar
dollar
yen. Just
supported. Now here's gold at 1332, 34.7, 37.40 is at 78%. If we get euro to pop up to around 1255-ish, between 1255 and 1274, 1273 is at 61%. You can take that. I mean, you can get that. Shoot, that's awesome. But yeah, and let's see if there's any back month revisions. Oh, wage earnings, average hourly earnings. Point one. Oh my God. Only point one. They're not going to touch this thing till December. That's off. Point one. And average hourly earnings. So no chance. Um,
are you there, Paul?
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
No chance that they do any kind of, I mean, till December now. Only point one wage growth, so that's really bad. See if you can get the euro up to about 1273. You can fade it from there. Gold, if you can get it above 37, it's going to be nice. But
Yeah, I don't.
let me see if there was any back month revisions. Let me go back in here. Let's see. Doggone it, yours already pulled back. Um, hmm.
Man, I don't know what to do here.
I should have just taken it.
You were gonna short it, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing. You're like, I'm afraid to short it. Not me. Because I already told you that was my plan. If we get a weaker number, I think we come in that week. I said the dollar will correct, but it'll be supported. It's going to be supported, but it will correct. So we got that. So 1245. Well, I was just saying that's the 50%. Now, if you can get 1273, because my area is between 1255 and 1274. If you can get that, maybe we'll get one more little goose. You can take the year. I mean, I think overall you'll just be okay. You see what I'm saying? And gold, we were looking for that. Gold's not leading anything. Gold's just dancing around. But if you can get it around 3740, is a 78% of the recent move of '05 to 46, and 3980 is a 50% of the move from '05 to 74. You might be able to get us to push a little bit higher if people are concerned about the dollar, and that'll be a good area around that 40 area, between 3740 to 3980 to go in and take the other side of gold. Right now, we're just getting people that were on the wrong side of the market. And we might be able to get this euro. Anything up towards this 1273, 1274 is a level in the 2 hour. 1273 is a 61% of the move of 1123 to 1366. That's going to be a good area to go and step in overall. I don't know if you saw that. I posted a Reuters video. Trichet was over there saying he agrees with Draghi. They need to backstop the Italian banks. Eurozone banks are all a bunch of crap. They didn't rip the Band-Aid like the U.S. did. That's why they're in trouble. And then there was an article that the guy posted from Live Squawk, and either today or next week, the ECB is expected to go over $1 trillion in the amount of liquidity they provide. It's just crazy. I'm just saying the euro will continue to go on and fall. It is likely that in the coming days, perhaps on Friday, ECB excess liquidity will top $1 trillion for the first time.
Hold on. I'm actually very strong.
30,
oh, crap. What happened here? Damn it.
Aussie dollar got all the way up to 76.12, and that's the top of our zone.
I'm about ready to sell some Kiwi, actually, but look at the stock market just ripping. Just ripping on this good number.
Because they've got a free reign for a little while, and they're in good shape. It's the only thing is the 0.1% is kind of crappy. 0.1% wage growth, that's kind of bad, but it's going to delay until December for sure.
Yeah.
Not that they're going to move in September, but I'm saying at this point you've got a free reign.
Yeah. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm having some issues with my my data feed. Hold on, I'm still here. Actually, damn it. I was thinking about shorting some Kiwi, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I mean, I was considering it, but so are you going to sell some euro up here?
If we can get up to 1273, I'm going to see let them pop up just above 73, and then I'll look to the other side. We got Aussie above its highs. Dollar Swiss is going to come up to the key level at 97.15. Yeah, dollar yen 261 will be a good area. We're at the top of the zone, 223 to 285. So you can get a pretty good move on this at 261. You can probably maybe go a little bit lower than that. Dollar Swiss is about 30 pips from its zone of 97.15 to 98.92. So let's see, if any moves above 1275 in this year is probably going to be good overall. I'm looking at gold also. If we can get above that 30,
I sold some Kiwi.
I'd like to see one more little push up here so that they can goose the stops.
I sold Kiwi at 52, basically.
Euro's already run out of gas a little bit. Come on, Euro.
The dollar Canadian's just coming right into support here.
Yeah, it already did. The 30.32 is the bottom of that zone, and below that's 30.02. Euro's even struggling up here. God, at least if we could have hit 1255, we didn't even hit 1255. It doesn't
come
look like.
down.
So they're just. Oh, God, I hate to step in right now, but
This is Norwegian krona just hit support too.
that's what I'm
Huh.
saying. The dollar will correct, but it's going to be supported on these dips.
Yeah.
Cable got up to 33.36. I've been already on record saying a weaker NFP, and we'll probably hit 135 next week, at least 34.85. I'm hoping for this one more pop up here in the euro, and gold's, it got above, but it couldn't take out 1335, so we're just about 1330 right now. I'm hoping for one more little blip. I'm not seeing anything on any back month revisions or anything, but still that's a bad. I mean, it's not a bad number, but it's just, like I said, 151. But the .1 wage growth isn't good, but it's going to allow the dollar to go and correct back. But when you look at the trouble that the Eurozone's in, and they're going to have to backstop these Italian banks. Trichet was in an interview saying he agrees with Draghi. It just shows that they just have a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So it's going to augur for the euro to continue to be.
Hold on. I'm gonna get out of my Kiwi for 21. I'm out. Yeah, I got out of my Kiwi. I just took profits there. I happen to have gotten in a little bit of Norwegian krona, but you were talking, so I didn't want to talk over you. I just got out of that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know.
There's nothing really good right now. I mean, even if the
No.
euro, it made it to 50%, but at least if it made it to 1255, I said, you got to take that. We didn't even come quite to 1255 yet, so we're just kind of hanging here. It's just a matter of can we get one more leg lower in the dollar, and gold's here at 1333. I think it's a pretty good sell right around 1338, 38 and a quarter, something like that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the cable really quick. I want to see what the cable's doing because it's attempting to
We
break
got
out.
to 33, 36, got to 33, 36, and which is
Yeah,
a
but
good level.
do you think it's going to sustain a breakout? Because we could.
They're going to wait for services, but yeah, I think it's going to sustain the breakout because the cable held up while the other pairs were getting whacked by the dollar. And that was my take 2 days ago. I said, it's holding up pretty good. And then, of course, when we got that manufacturing number, like, wow. You know what I mean? So I think if you're short cable, you got to be looking to cover. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
And when
right.
you get that services number, we're going to 135 next week. You get a decent service because now it's just been back to back to back data that's saying they don't care about Brexit. You know what I mean? And why should they? I mean, the numbers are coming in good. So, and then
Yeah.
one guy made a good point: 10% devaluation. Hey, that's a pretty good, doggone good deal. That looks like blue skies ahead to me.
So this dollar yen is getting a little bit of a bounce from 103.
Yeah, it was
It's
at
starting to firm
285
up.
at the top of that zone. All these are falling just a little bit short. Like I said, I saw 261. We didn't get to 261. We stopped at 281. So everything's kind of falling short, just like the euro and just like gold. Gold, I'd like to see it get up to around 1338 and a quarter. Is a pretty good area to take the other side. All these are kind of falling a
Damn,
little bit
man.
short.
See the dollar yen. I'm strongly considering buying the dollar yen right now.
I would have thought that 261 was a good area to get them on the dollar. I'm
Yeah,
kind of like you. I don't want to chase anything.
no, you don't want to chase it, but at the same time, if you look at what look at how it just respected. Look at how it just respected the support. Like we just came down to the support, and then we're bouncing. We're already in the we're already starting to bounce here.
Well, we're 30 pips off the lows. I mean, 30 some
Yeah.
pips. I mean, there's nothing yet. we're not seeing the usual NFP reaction. Maybe, like you made a point yesterday, some people got scared after the manufacturing number. But
Uh-huh.
I'd like to see I'd like to see the euro at least take out the highs, and it just hasn't taken out the highs. So I'm not really interested in the euro until it gets to around 12.73. And if it would have gotten to 12.55, I'd jumped in on this last run, which now from there we've only come off like 20 pips or something like that, or 18 pips. So I would have taken a little bit there, but it wouldn't even make it to 12.55. So I can't justify getting in other than to say it did take out 1250 by about 2 pips or 3 pips, but I just don't see anything. Gold, I think I like gold at 1338 and a quarter. I think that's a good area. We'll goose some stops above that level of 3640, but other than that, I don't see anything, and there's no need for me to rush myself in. Like you said, ahead of a long weekend, and I said I had no idea how this number was going to come out. I thought it would come out. I like the two teens, and I said it could come anywhere between 180 to the 220s. So this came in even lower than I thought. But like you said, Mark Chandler and other people were talking about the weakness in August, and that kind of makes sense. We talked about it earlier in the week because we're at the end of the summer. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a bad number, like, oh, this means we're going a whole lot lower, but it just means that the Fed can wait till December. There's no need to rush because of that wage gain growth came in so weak at 0.10. There's just no rush at all whatsoever. So that's why the spruce took off, because they've got free reign until December.
Right. Um, I'm actually probably going to buy some dollar yen here in a second. Man, this
Hold that
thing,
well, I'll tell you what, I got to give it credit.
dude, this thing is going to rip right back. I'm thinking it is, and
I'd be happy to take a stab at it if we could once again take out the lows, but we're just not. I mean, we've got some nice support at 261, a
but
level
gold
in between that zone.
and gold and silver are holding up really well right now. But man, look at this dollar yen. This dollar yen's going to go up in people's faces.
You might be right. Like I said, I told people that were looking at it, I said, be careful with this thing. Be careful. They're talking about trying to short it on a rally. I go, be careful. I go, and if you, like I told you, if you look at it on a way back, the struggles it had between 114, but basically 115 to about 111, and then we finally broke, and then we've really worked off a lot of overboughtness in this market for a long time. So I'm saying is, once you get going, this thing can really get clipping. That's what I'm
Look
saying.
at this. It's just
I know.
bid. It is just bid right now. All right. It's at 29. Holy crap. It's not even going to dip.
It did, but it's not coming back for the second dip. I mean, even
No, I mean
euro,
it's not going to dip and let us back in. That's the problem.
that's the thing. Yeah, I'm saying is even euro is 20 pips off of its highs. Here's the yen. It just keeps on going. Dollar yen.
I'm short the euro pound, which is it's starting to look really juicy.
I'm
By the
taking
way,
my time. I'm taking my
Aussie
time.
New Zealand isn't doing anywhere, but man, look at this. This euro pound is going to look really juicy if we start breaking towards 84 pence. But man, okay, going back to this dollar yen, it's like how in the hell? Okay, let's see if we can get a little dip here. If we can get a dip here to the, like maybe the 103.10, 103.05, I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer on a dip
My
if we can
way,
get it.
but you're right. It's going to go higher overall. I keep telling people because when we got below 100, I told people, and I was with the euro and the gold. But I told people I think it's on the risk reward. It's a good buy because the Bank of Japan cannot let it get a foothold below 100, and I think traders also believe that. Now, obviously, nothing really happened until Yellen and Fisher gave it the push, and then 2 days later, Hamada and Suga got on the wires within 2 hours of each other. And so this thing has got the wind at its back. It's got wind at its sails. And that's what people, you got to be careful. So if you think about it and go, wow, it was in the 125s. And then it struggled between 114 to 111. We've fallen all the way back to 100. So you've really
Look at
built
this
off a
thing.
lot of oversold.
It
Yeah,
is
look
going
at
to take the frick off. Dang it. and it's not going to dip.
I'm
Come
telling
on,
you, by the end
man.
of September, if the BOJ does action, we're going to be at between 110 and 112. That will happen. That's what I'm saying is you can't look at just the technicals. You have to look at the overall theme of a market. You can understand. I want to buy it, but I'm not going to buy it here. I wanted to buy it around, let's say, just sub 260. But it's like you said, it's not giving anybody a chance. Now this is a level
Oh, it's not going
330.
to do it.
This is
Damn
a
it.
level 330. If it's going to pull back, it's going to pull back from this 330. But this is just crazy. But they've got the wind at their sails. Who's going to fight the dollar yen? And to me, I think this is the Bank of Japan's last chance. They have to take action. They will take action. They
Look at
don't
this
take
Swissy
action.
ripping back. Gosh damn it, I'm not even looking.
Well, it fell short too. Remember, 97.15 is that level. It missed that level by 25 pips. It's
Man,
just nothing.
what the
Everything's missing. Look at the euro now, 12.19. Everything's just missing. It's almost to these good levels, and it just stops. So look at the
Kiwi
euro.
roll over, you piece of garbage. Euro's rolling over. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it,
I'm
damn it.
not going to regret it because I said I'm going to hold to my levels because it's a 3-day weekend. I wanted the euro to get to closer to 12.74. It didn't happen. Okay, it is what it is. And the Swissy, it just didn't make it to 97.50.
Okay. Yeah.
This is where the dollar yen is going to weaken here. If someone wants to take a scalp short, you could here 333 on the dollar yen. That's what I'm saying. If it's going to pull back, it's going to pull back right here. If you want to take a short, or if you want to say I really want to be long, okay, then watch.
Then I'm gonna have to wait for a dip. Yeah, this is. I'm just gonna see if we can get a dip back into the 103.10 area, and then
This is good volume area, 330 here in the dollar yen. Anyone that's aggressive, you could take a short here and probably maybe get yourself 20 pips, 25 pips. This is a good volume area here in dollar yen. But it's, like I said,
man, this thing's pretty well. This thing's pretty well bid. Pretty well bid right now.
Well, I'm not going to regret anything because it didn't get to my levels. And I was ready to short gold, like I said, at 13.38 and a quarter. It just hasn't made it there.
Dude, this thing is just gonna rip up, and it's not gonna stop, and it's gonna.
Look, I got to give you credit. It's looking like it right now. This is the area for it's going to fail. It's going to fail. It's going to fail right here. When I say fail, meaning it'll pull back maybe about 25 pips.
Oh man. Yeah, watch bonds. If bonds sell off here, and they hit new lows, then we're gonna have a heyday in the dollar.
God, at least at the euro we got to 12.55, 12.57, but I think it made it to 12.52 on the first go round, and on the return it never even took out the high. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
Look at the dollar yen. It's screaming.
Oh my God.
Screaming. Gosh dang. No.
And the crazy thing is, you were the one that said this morning it's the cleanest trade out there.
That's it. But why am I not long? Why can't it dip? Damn it.
I thought for sure at least make it.
Oh, look at this. Swissy is just going to rip. Oh.
Hammer bottom in the Swissy. Hammer bottom in the Swissy.
Look at this hourly. These hourly candles are going to be just massive, and I'm not long.
And it's going to be hammer bottom in the dollar yen too. On
America.
The dollar's just like, the dollar. As I said, gold isn't doing anything. It's all the dollar. Please, people. I was hoping to take advantage of gold at 13.38. Once again, I mean, I said the dollar would definitely correct, but it's going to be supported. But at least I was hoping it would correct to 12.73 or at least above 12.60 on the euro. It didn't.
Just remember, guys, this is a long weekend. Okay.
Exactly.
Be careful chasing. I mean, if I miss the dollar yen, I miss it. I have to buy it above 104 sometime next week. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm not going to just buy it here and just sit in it. It's a Friday, long weekend. We could very easily be trading right back down at 103 by the end, within 2 hours. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just astonished that we're not getting a pullback. And I should have held on to my Kiwi, and damn it, that's all right. It's all right. You know.
At least you made a few nickels. I haven't made a doggone thing.
Yeah.
I made
Well.
that one doggone thing this morning. It is what it is.
If, damn
But it
you.
didn't get to my levels, so that's my own. I mean, I'm not, if it didn't get to my levels, I'm not going to do it because I'm just not going to chase.
No,
I
that's
want to
that,
be chewing on my
smart.
nails on a 3-day weekend.
Smart. Smart. You can't chase prices here. You know, you can't chase prices here. If the dollar yen dips back down to 103.15, maybe I might pick it up. The pound's holding up pretty well. I mean, look at the pound's really holding its
Yeah.
breakout point. You know, it is for now. The euro's actually coming under. Euro's buckling a little bit here. I got stopped out of my Euro New Zealand, unfortunately. Long. I should probably take a look at that again.
Yeah, this is really phenomenal how well the dollar's holding up considering the jobs number came in at
Up, down.
151 and wage gain growth came in at 0.1. So there's, without a doubt, the early sale move is December. And look, the dollar's holding up relatively well in the bigger scheme of things. So it just goes to show you, it's just like, I'm even surprised. I thought at least the euro would make one more clip above the immediate highs and get up to, even if it got up to 1262 and started to fade, I probably would have taken it, but it just didn't. So it's, people want those dollars.
Yeah, so if we get a dollar yen dip to maybe like the 20s somewhere down here, that's what I'm looking for. Pound's holding up pretty well. You know, the euro's there. I don't feel like buying the euro right now.
No.
Although I think although I think the euro, I mean the euro can, you know, possibly make it back up to 13. I am going to be if the dollar continues to weaken, I am going to be a dollar buyer going into next week. So sometime next week. So if this
I'll be a dollar buy
continues,
next week. There's no way in hell I'll buy the euro. Whatever, with all their problems with the Italian banks too. Give me a break.
America.
Well, just saying it is what it is. God.
All right, but anyway, again, this is you know, yeah, this euro just looks weak. I don't know if we're going to get this opportunity, Paul, that I keep hoping that we're going to get. You know, and by the way, so just so you guys know, when you guys, you know, hope is not a trading strategy. Like I hope it turns around. It's like, no, I hope it dips. Like hoping that prices go to a level where you can buy it or sell it, you know, is okay. You know, if you're, but here comes the dollar yen. It's coming in a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can get a decent dip. You know, I think dollar bears are not going to want to let the dollar bears are not going to want to let the dollar get, you know, too out of control. You know what I mean? They're going to try to contain it because these are some really massive hammers. I mean, look at the hourlies. I mean, you look at, you know, here's the hourly dollar yen, right? You get the hourly dollar Swiss. You know, those are some pretty vicious hammers. Here's the Kiwi. You know, I mean, those are some, you know, big shooting stars, all sorts of stuff. They're going to try to hold us up a little bit. Here's the euro, because if they don't, and let's say that the dollar yen rips up to, you know, 103.60, then, you know, then you're going to have dollar buyers coming through the woodwork going into the end of the day. But I think they're going to try to contain prices here. Here comes the dollar yen. Let it come down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say this peaked.
Keep an eye on the dollar CAD. It's at 30.19, almost on its lows. So if you can take out 130 even, we've got 29.76. That'll be a decent area. I would say that the dollar CAD is going to giving more of a leadership as to where the dollar may go. But of course,
sure.
Crude oil is ripping, or reasonably ripping, so that's kind of weighing on the dollar CAD. But I would keep a close eye on the dollar CAD. See if it gets down to 29.76. That could give you a decent buying area. But more importantly, I think I would keep an eye on the dollar CAD to give you the gauge as to how much the dollar can weaken. And then you can see where the dollar CAD's at and say, should I come in on the dollar yen? Should I come in on the short side on the euro? But obviously you're going to have to keep an eye on crude. But I would look at the the dollar CAD to see what it's doing when we're at 29.76. Where's the rest of the other market? The only market that came to a key level and rejected, and people had an opportunity, but I wasn't looking at it, is Aussie dollar. The top of the zone was 76.12, and it looks like they got up to about 76.14, 76.15, and it did come back. That's the only market I see that went to, well, and dollar yen did get to 285, but I thought it might make it down to 260. So both of those responded really well. But euro came up short, gold came up short, Swissy came up short. So it's a mixed bag.
29. I'm actually thinking about shorting some Kiwi again up here and just risking above today's highs.
You can, and I'm not looking at Kiwi, but I'm looking at the Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar did make it to the top of that zone, which is 76.12. They stopped at 76.14 or 15, and they're at 75.88. So if someone wants to do something with the Kiwi, yeah, because they're trading pretty close, the Kiwi and the Aussie. So that's not a bad strategy. If you're saying, oh well, I want to do something, then that's probably the best trade on the block right now.
Actually, I sold them both. I sold both the Aussie and the Kiwi, just small size, and I'll risk above the highs. Because I think they're buying this dollar on pullbacks, man. I think they are. You know.
They are.
And I just
surprising. It's surprising to see that we only got 151, poor wage growth gain, and the dollar's holding up this well. I mean, that says something.
Dude, I just sold that Kiwi at 31, and I saw the Aussie at 87. Come on, bring it.
Not me. I'm just gonna wait. Like I said, 3-day weekend. I'm in no rush. My best trade out there I like is selling gold at 13.38 and a quarter, and I'll wait for that. That's probably the best opportunity I see right now. Exactly.
Look at the euro, dude. Look at the euro.
I know.
Wow. The euro. Look at the dollar yen. Holy cow! They are buying these dollars on dips, dude. They are buying the dollar on dips.
The thing
Maybe
that's
not against the cable.
about with the euro is I think the euro can fall apart next week. And over the next 2 weeks, it can really. I think that the euro has the potential to lose 250 pips.
Look at the euro.
10 days.
Just getting clobbered right now. Just getting clobbered. All right, well.
The news on those Italian banks is not going away. And it's just, I think that the euro has a chance to lose about 225 pips in the next 10, 12 days. Now, you better be careful, folks.
All right. Well, guys, I want to thank you for being here with Paul and I today and through the non-farm payroll. It's nice little excitement to end of the week. I'm assuming Kip is here, so thank you all so much for hanging out with us today, and have a wonderful long 3-day weekend. Remember, we will not be broadcasting on Monday. It is Labor Day here in the United States. Kip, are you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey, yep, I can hear you. Yep.